Who saw that? Who saw that? Oh, yeah, it is live. Zachary putting something under his shirt. Oh my gosh. Now the whole world can see. Oh, oh shit. Did I say the S word? I almost would like to say that I have a special guest here. It's my wife, but she's always here, but you never notice her until she shows up. There's my beloved wife. Maybe she can join the live stream for once. Like she always says, for the Dutch people, ik ben er veel te moe voor. She's so tired. Hey, hello everybody, this is Zachary, for the most people that know me. Yesterday and today, both live streams about the Voron V0.1. Juicy Coding, hello R3. Why do I want to see R3? 3D RCNC, welcome 3D Monkey, howdy sir, how are you doing? Carl, long time no see bro. Non-fam, good to see you. Kieran Clark, how's he there under? Down under, there under, no, down under. Good morning to you, by the way. How is Saturday looking for you? I'll always try to remember where people come from. Always, I think, a good thing. Oh. Yeah, we're back. You know, when I finished working, I had to come here in order to put a new live stream for later on today. I had to put it in the system, or else, you know, if I would have gone from my work directly to the hairdresser or hairstylist, I don't know how would you call it right way in English, the kapper for the Dutch-speaking people, and if I would have done that, this live stream would be way too late planned. I think the most of the people know that I'm always 9:30 going live. So, just a little recap what we did yesterday, or what I did yesterday, and what you might have seen yesterday. Accidentally, there was still a live stream planned for yesterday. I never stream on Thursday, unless it is a talk and print. Hey Peter, hello, how are you doing, sir? Welcome to the live stream. This is the perfect stream time for me. Cool, great to hear. Oh, something else I did hear. Some nature sounds. Several weeks ago, I had an issue with my internet connection, so I had to make a new live stream. But the other one was still active, some kind of thing, meaning that people thought that I was going live yesterday, but you know, I just changed the date because I wanted to know what was wrong with that live stream. Since if you did a live stream, everything, once the stream is closed, then everything closes and then the stream is finished. Also here, after a while, it just closes and then the stream is finished. But there, don't know what happened. So, but yesterday I shot in another live stream with a right key where I could stream to. So this is part 11. Yesterday in part 10, I have changed the bed heater from the 230 AC bed heater that is directly connected to the mains inlet, outlet, inlet, I don't know how you would call it. Outlet? No, inlet. What the heck? What is it? What is it? So here's the old one. I don't know what I'm going to do with it because, yeah, it's kind of sticky, but I don't think I'm able to reuse it. Although I can technically make for the Z3DP with the power supply that was way too light. Oh, maybe I can. No, there is no switch in between. So when it starts heating, it keeps heating. No, so I'm going to throw it away. Or if somebody wants to have it, no, I messed with it. You don't want to have it. You don't. So I changed the bed heater. I also, like mentioned, I changed the power supply unit. I had one that was only 100 watts. And it was especially for the 0.0 with the separate bed heater. So yeah, you don't need that much apparently. So I'm sorry if I do when I say too much so, but that is for me a stop word. Oh, you are familiar with the X1. Yeah, it has a bed size of 100 and it could fit, but the thing is, I don't have an aluminum plate for it. When I'm going to use an aluminum plate for it, I should use an aluminum plate for it that is a little bit bigger, because I'm not sure if it is a great idea to put screw holes in here. Or else I want to get a fire starter. Fire starter. So that is a possibility as well. Let's continue. So I have put the wires with help of a PET-G filament through the cable chain. So normally in the instruction you have to loosen the cable chain, and then you can put it in, and then later on you are going to connect it. So I use a filament a little piece of filament to pull the old wire with the filament through the cable chain in order to put the new one the other way back, so that I don't have to detach the cable chain. So also on the back, yeah, unfortunately I cannot flip the printer upside down. So I hope this is all going well during this live stream. I'm going to switch over to this point of view. Yeah, normally I have a daylight light over there, so that is more light here. But I hope that this is great enough. If it is not, just let me know, then I will add that one as well. Yeah, the plate is black, and because it is black, this is less visible. But believe me, on the end of this live stream, I hope I'm going to get so far. By the end, then more is going to be visible. Also on the back plate, I've seen that I'm going to add some boards to the back side, so that is going to be amazing. But yesterday I added this Meanwhile power supply unit. It's the one that is needed for the 0.1, and also the DC to DC converter, 24 volts to 5 volts. Also the one that you see in the instructions. So more and more is this going to look like a official one. One thing, I also think that I need to change the legs, because the legs on the back side, maybe also on the front side, are changed in the newer design. So yeah, I thought it's going to be an in-between Voron, but the longer you go with the process, the less likely it is going to happen like that. So we will see, right? Like mentioned yesterday, I do like to talk, so excuse me for that. Like somebody said on Twitter, talking is the second hobby of a YouTuber. Unless you make ASMR videos where you don't talk, but let the image talk for itself. Some times ago I did have the idea to make such kind of video as well. But even with talking, I see sometimes comments of people that didn't get what I said to be the settings, or didn't hear what I said because they probably skipped it. I don't know. So let's make something nice of it, right? 3 people watching? Really? Did I scare people? I'm sorry. So, how is Peter doing? How is Juicy Coding doing? How is NonFam? How is everybody? In the meantime, I'm going to put everything here in order to get going, to get started. Everybody. Ba-dum-bum. So I'm going to put a poll here. So I have put a poll in the chat, in the stream, because I'm thinking about it to put this channel on a little bit higher level. As everybody would know, I do have a Patreon, but I think connection between YouTube and Patreon is a little bit too wide. I can always put different kind of types of videos in there, but in some ways I think a YouTube channel membership can also be a good thing for the channel. But what do you think about it? Is it too early to start with it, or is it just right? Is it the right timing? According to YouTube, you need to have a certain amount of subscribers who watches your videos and other things. So I don't know, is it good or is it not good? It's a question. Because I'm already forming it. Oh man. Is everybody there? Are people still watching, or did I scare everybody away? Oh my gosh. I hate that toolbar. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, so I put a poll in the chat, and on the Streamlabs I still keep seeing it, so So 3D or CNC, good that you're still here. So I have put the okay, sound, okay, camera, hello, that's okay. And also here my other screen. So it's all looking nice. Mainboard time, indeed. So I know that I have printed both of the brackets, but I'm not sure where they are. So I'm going to look for it. I knew that I put it somewhere on my desk. So I need to look for it. I hope nothing is going to fall out, that I don't lose something. So, how is everybody doing? Yeah, this is also my administration desk, or the desk where I do my administration. So, tiki, 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 tiki. Where did I put those? Because if I don't have those, I have a little challenge. Just a tiny bit. But I can assure you that I don't have that problem, because I have a little box here and also maybe some other needed parts. Oh, rest assured, I don't need to print anything. Well, actually, I do need to print some things, but we will see if it is going to be needed during this live stream or maybe another one. I'm going to scroll through the whole thing. So I think these two steps, I think that these two steps are pretty simple to do. People have so much humor, I like that. So self-tapping screws, normal screws, tape. I think this step would take at least 3 hours to do. At least. Oh, another 4 hours. Oh, this is getting very difficult. Okay, so on the go, I need to print the electronics wiring. So I'm going to do that first to make sure that I would have that. And I also see that I need to have the feet as well. So I'm going to do first some slicing, and I'm going to print it, of course, you guessed it, on the Prusa Mini, because there I still have the PETG carbon fiber filament from extruder. So we load Prusa slicer. Of course, then you will see that this is going to be on that screen. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, really? We are going to change the printer. We are going to do the... Yeah. And then we change to... quality. So we need to have the feed and also the outlet, inlet, no LED. I'm going to change it to here because I have a very complicated map structure. How's your chat doing? Ah, 5 people. Oh, Carl, you're back. Hey, hello. And Nonfam, were you away then? Welcome back then. Models. I also still want to 3D print a card shuffler. Always nice. Always nice. What do you say, Zachary? Very nice. Just gorgeous. It's going to be amazing. Something like that. Shadows of the Revelations. Who of you have a PlayStation? A PlayStation? STLs. STLs. So that one. Control rear foot. That one. And the power inlet. Arrange. Whoop. I think changing nothing. So slide now. So in the meantime, I'm going to fire up the ender. The ender. I can also check if I can do it also on the CR200B as well. I can do that. Yeah, why not? Let's let them print both. I have so much stuff on my bench. It's the story of my life. I have a lot of things on my bench. Row, row, row your boats gently down the stream. Da, 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 da. I need to give my first 3D printer more airtime. So I think I'm going to do something with it in the future. Row, row, row your boat jumping on the sea. Walla, walla, walla. So, fire it up, fire it up, fire it up, yeah. Tick, 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 tick. In the meantime, look to the gorgeous Black Widow. Or if some people prefer Elon Musk, the godfather of Doge. So the one in the center is the slicer. What did I miss? Yeah. Oh, no, no, no. It's magical. Who's that? Race 3D. Oh, tune in on our live stream this week. 3D printing post-processing. Yeah, what I now do, using Streamlabs in combination with Process Slicer, it's not such a great idea. I hope the stream is not lagging too much. This looks so weird. Okay, so. No, I was waving, and then I saw myself waving, so I thought, it's pretty quick. You need to print 2 of the front feet. Yeah, I do have that. Oh, no I don't. No I don't. So what I can do, what I can do, that one. Arrange. So I'm going to check how fast this is going to be printed. Four hours. Wow. That ain't going to happen. ABS Kevlar. Let's print with Kevlar. Did somebody ever printed ABS with Kevlar? So I'm going to do it on two different kind of printers. So I'm going to remove you and you and you and you. So slice now. And use the other printer for the other one, right? 2 hours. No, way too long. So we are going to for speed. We have the need for speed. Slice now. It's very magical, and there it is. I tell you guys, it's magical. Still 2 hours and 10 minutes? Wow. But basically, I can print it. I can print it, no problem. I'm going to export it. Because the longer that I think about it, the longer that it takes to actually start printing it. Right? Makes sense. And basically, on the front side, I don't need to change anything of the feet. Only from the back side. There I need to change it. So export finished, then eject. Always wait until you get the message that it is successfully ejected. So, okay, it's not in there, so that's good. So that means it is out finally, because it takes a little bit longer time. So that one is done. In the meantime, we need to get that one started. Come on. Oh my gosh. So that happened. So I have to clean the bed for a little bit. Where's my IPA? Ah, there. Just a quick wipe. Also here. Oh. Oh. This is terrible. Cleaning something quickly with toilet paper is not always a good thing. Okay, this is getting messy, so I'm going to clean it with dish soap. Whoop. Because it's way too sticky. Da, 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 da. I also don't see. I think that's good because to use it again. Use tuna bee in a while. I think it's bad. I think it's not nice. So, giving some TLC to the printer. So that one is done. Heating up the printer. Woo. You can ring my bell. I don't know if this glue stick, this stick also works with. How do you reckon? Because I know hairspray does always a good thing, well, for my printer at least. Temp, automatic, ABS, because we are going to print it with it again. We put the light on because we need to see what we are doing, or else we do a terrible job, I guess. I know I dropped the can of hairspray. Oop. On the ground somewhere the last time I used it, or the last time that I saw. This is a very unusual stream. Okay. So the bed is now at 50 degrees. So that's perfect. So now we are going to slice the other feet. You have added NOS to your Ender 3? Indeed, if I see NOS, then I think about the news channel. You use toilet paper with IPA. Oh, you know, Crutch, I also use toilet paper with IPA, but in this case, when the bed is still sticky from the last time that I prepped it with hairspray or some other bad adhesive, yeah, maybe terrible adhesives as well, I need to keep working instead of only talking. Bad habit. So, no, cancel. So we switch first over to the other printer, the CR200B, there it is. Here we select normal with ABS. Yeah, we take Reality ABS. That's great. So we need to go back to the voorvertoning. What did I want to see? So so only the back feet are different than the front one. So I only print those two, so that is quickly done. Saves me a whole bunch of time. Maybe I can also slice a separate file for the power inlet holder. Maybe that's an idea as well. What do you guys think? Ah, NOS. Ah, from the racing cars, NOS. Okay, makes sense. So, this one we delete from the plate. And then front, rear, whoop. Oh. Something like that. Slice now. I know this printer, the CR200B, does print filament greatly, so 1 hour and 90 minutes, that's great. I need to put my SD card in instead of eating it. Blue flames always look good against the smoke. Really? Okay. So there are more things on it. Feet. I almost want to write feet back. Yeah. Eject. So that now we can close. Well, Streamlabs still running fine. I need to wait until I get the message. Yes, nice. Now I can close that one, take the card out, put it in the CR200B, and let those two feet be printed. Oh, perfect. And hot too. So the build plate was how 100 degrees Celsius. So yep.
This is a magnificent printer.
So. Energy saving mode is off.
Oh, really?
So, now those two are going to be printed. Fingers crossed that the other print is going well. The inlet is looking nicely, so that is looking promising. Don't suck bottles. No. Okay, makes sense. Scratch. So, if I show this, you know what time it is? So it's now time to put some brains to the printer, or else it's I need to see how the first layer is going to be printed. Good that I looked. Temp, automatic, ABS, so that it keeps warm. Settings, motor control. Z3DP. Level the bed, they say. Whoop. I don't know about you, but this bed is toasty, can I say? Oh. Metal? I would say, let's start printing again. Stick with it, right? Need it. How's chat going? 9 people watching, 6 likes. Smash that like button if you would like. Have needs to send tripod to cylinder or two. Ah. Well, I can add another printer. No. I do have enough, for sure. So, the Raspberry Pi and the other part of the brain. So, the Raspberry Pi is to enable Clipper. I have so much stuff on in my box. Fasteners in all different kind of sorts. I need to use more if needed, so I will put this on the back. The out power supply, real English, Zach. Some extra wires, which I don't need, I think. So. Oh my gosh, really? I'm waiting until I hear the printer is going to start. No, I didn't press the button. Galvanized. M2 times 10 self-tapping screws, but for the other one I just need to have normal M3 times 6 bolt head cap screws. They say Raspberry Pi. They don't write if it needs to be the 3 or the 4. So I'm on. the little one. So here we have it. 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 And then this comes like that. Starts to look to like something. Yesterday I noticed that I don't I need to see if it is going to print on the plate. You know, the best thing is to have printers that you can rely on. Oh, I need to print ABS. Oh, I need to print PETG carbon fiber. Oh, this for that this printer. That was for that printer. You also have such kind of printer? So they say here, and you don't see it, of course. I think I will have to use Octoprint because I really want the Octo whatever plugin. Everywhere plugin. Okay. So I need to have the M2 times 10 bolt head. No, the self-tapping screws. M2 times 8. But in one of the earlier builds I had to use all of those and I don't know where the other went, so yeah, I need to check if I can use the M2 times 8 as well. Now, I will take those two, or those. I mean, what else can I use? Okay, that is great. Now see how they go in. Oh yeah, I'm going to do that. Just a little chamfer on the inner side. So, like that. Then we put it like this. And then we try to put some normal screws in there, and we will see what happens, right? Yeah, it's an automatic thing. But dude. Yeah, like I said yesterday, if Streamlabs is a little bit annoying with those messages, please let me know, then I will turn it off. Not all the way. Not yet. Not yet, sir. Sir, yes, sir. I mean, it's basically a thread on the screw and you just turn it in. I mean, it's not like that you will take it out every time, so whoop, again and again and again and again. Just no, but serious. The most of the people that are watching this live stream are people are subscribed. I know Old Crutch mentioned it already that hey, he finally gets a notification. Ah. Oh my gosh, really? So then we turn to the other one. Oh no. Oh no. Serious. Oh my gosh. I hear it's a hit miss for PLA. What do you mean? So I use the M2 times 8 bolt head cap screw, but it seems that it's getting stuck somewhere. So yeah. Oh my gosh. The screws are stuck somewhere. So I'm going to use some other ones. I mean, oh my gosh, it's ABS. Oh yeah. I think ABS is going better than than PLA. Yep, I ruined my screw. No, not my plier. I am not going to use my plier. I need use some other pliers. And why is the plier so far away? Oh my. So, if you are using some other M2 screws, you're going to screw it up, just use some self-tapping screws, which I don't have. They put way too less in there, way too less. That is just looking so fine. Eventually, everything is going to be all right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Tomorrow I'm going to work in the attic, and I was thinking about it, maybe to live stream that. I don't know who likes to watch something like this, like that. But since there would be a lot of dust forming because of the cutting wood, cutting the beams, I think it's not a great idea. That Z3D filament is extremely cheap. Yeah, is that filament from Spain? But my question is, how can you produce filament so cheap? What did he do with it? So this screw was relatively easy. So do not use, whatever happens, do not use that screw. I didn't say anything negative about my live stream, right? Because I said that, you know, screwing in the screws and attaching the board to the plate and put it. I did say that it costs around 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. No, that screw. I don't know which kind of material those screws are made out of, but you know, once you screw it up, it's screwed up. So, almost done. Is Printed Solid one of the cheaper brands in the US? Or because they have good deals? Oh, come out, you screw. Yep. I don't know why those screws aren't go in. But I'm wondering what happened with those other screws. Or filament. I want you. Yes. Filament was scrap? Wow. I use a lot of Eason PLA Plus and Hobby Kings filament. Hobby Kings. Cool. Yeah, I know that Dan is over Jesse PLA. You know, those Allen screws are so thin that if you have some Allen keys, they break. They just cannot. Sundu. But Sundu almost always have rainbow filament, right? Fila Cube. But I have to see how else I'm going to attach this board. So those screws won't work. But I don't have self-tapping screws anymore. What can I do? Because here I have a bag with M2 times 10 self-tapping screws. Cool. So I'm going to try it again with screws that are a little bit tinier. Because I need it. So okay, so the M2 times 6 are working pretty good. I really hope I don't need them. Now take two M2 times 6 bolt head cap screws. No! What shall we do with the broken shell? What shall we do? So these are going much better than the 8 ones. I mean the M2 times 8. Yeah. Where is the screw? No, it does go in. Make up your mind, screw. What do you want? Go in or not going in? Well, screw you. No, I am not going to put any time in that anymore. So the used ones that are damaged. So that one is finally done. Woohoo! Progress here. And we are. And we have a rubber ducky. Hello, quackers. Hey, Double Dot, how you doing? Yeah, they did something with it. So now we grab our, yes. Don't mind me, I'm a little bit crazier. So this is this is the this SKR Mini E3 V2 board. So that is the latest board from Big 3 Tech for the Ender 3, Ender 3 Pro, any other 3D printer which carries the same kind of format of board. Hint. And I said hint. And I said hint. What's going on? So I'm 3 times 6 from yesterday. We all know that I run out of those screws. The screw says screw you, so I say screw you too. Huh? Or what's that? Yeah, it's a. I don't know. Is there also an SKRE3 V2 board? It's always mini. You have also a normal and maxi. You know, you maybe some of you know that I was doing some live streams and starting my first 3D printer designs. What if a company just started and had something like the huge 3D printer Mark IV as first 3D printer? You would say, okay, where is 1 and 2 and 3 then? Right? Hey, Anne! Welcome, buddy. Welcome to the stream. En ik zeg tegen u, goedenavond, meneer. So, check. So, these are a little bit bigger. Not all the way. Something like that. Tight is tight here in this case because you don't want to go all the way through, or else you lost one mounting point. Yeah, this was a little lifting on the build plate, but further the Prusa Mini did great. So that part is done. Finally, the boards are mounted to the brackets. So now it's time to add the adhesive tape. This is the moment. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. So, something like that. And here we are going to do the same thing. Something like that. Another team. So, that all done. So, that is the back panel. So if you don't mind, I'm going to turn it around so that I can add it to my printer. Maybe it doesn't really matter where you are going to place it. I'm going to show you what I see here on the instruction. So first, the Raspberry Pi is going into the lower left corner, so that is what I'm going to do. So let's peel off the other side. Yeah, so what they say here, electronics placement above is a suggested placement. If you modify the placement, make sure that you have access to all connectors and the SD card of the Raspberry Pi. So, saying in other words, make sure that you don't block anything from the Raspberry Pi, because some of the connectors are needed. Oh, I can also use this one. Well, I was able to remove this yesterday. So, if it ever happens and you have to remove it, take your spatula and just try to push it all the way through. It did succeed, so nice. So that screw is not visible. I'm trying to, oh. And at some moment, somewhere in a few weeks or months, look, and it drops. Nice. So now I'm going to get this one off. In the meantime, I'm going to turn the printer around so that you can check what I have done. What did you do with the printer? Look, here's the Raspberry Pi. Guys. Earlier today I wanted to cut my fingernails, but I'm glad that I waited with it. Really? Oh my gosh. So, bang! There you go. Whoop, 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 whoop. So with the motor connectors on the right hand side and just below the stepper motor. So just above the screw here. Don't push against a connector. So that part is done. So that's a good thing. So what are we going to get now? I have a little idea. Something like that. Just put it here because we are going to work on this little fella. So in order to do that, I have somewhere a old wire laying around, a power cord wire, so when I do something with electronics, I always use that one. Mains inlet wiring. We show the wiring for into the inlets electronics circuits color scheme. I don't know what EIC means for color scheme. Depending on your region, the color scheme and wiring standard will differ. So I'm going to hold the connector in front of me. So according to the drawing, this is the layout. So for me, this pin here is ground. This one is blue. I think blue was lifeline. I'm not sure. And the other one here, the one that is here, the brown wire. So yellow, green, blue, and brown. And so for me, it's basically the same kind of thing. I also make sure that that is correct. So So here, am I going to work with little clamps? Or not? Mains wiring should only be done by a qualified personal trained and local. Okay, so I have to stop the build because I cannot connect this. But in the meantime, I'm going to grab something to drink because my throat is thirsty. No, I'm going to do it different. So I'm going to put this right there so you can look all at it. So, a little update. The Prusa Mini with the socket for the inlet, it's now at 49%, so halfway point. And the other one is at 45%, so that is over the halfway point. And it is looking nice. I'm going to grab something to drink. Hey Google, lamp uit, gang.
Goed VU ambiance lamp 4 gang uitdoen.
And that is how we... And I also need to grab the wire. Ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. No, these are the good wires. No, no. So something like that. Hey kid, welcome. The wiring, the official wiring. But you know, the thing is, here in the manual says that mains wiring should only done by qualified personnel trained in local regulations. So yeah, technically I'm not qualified. I didn't have any training, so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I have exactly the same one. I ordered it several weeks ago. I'm printing also the housing for the back side so that there is a decent inlet, because those wires that goes in here, I have plenty of those, and I think in the Voron kit there is also one. So that one is empty. I know that there were some little clamps. Am I going to solder it? Yeah. Oh. It's a disclaimer. You are not qualified. You are the weakest link. Am I enjoying myself? Oh yeah. So, according to the shop where I ordered these should be the 18 ones, but I think they are too thin. So I think, I don't know what you guys think, I'm going to use wires for a speaker, because I do have ones that are thicker. What do you think? Should I do that or should I not do that? Don't solder them! Okay. Let me guess. If it is wrong, I can always change it, right? 18 is minimum. Usually I use at least 16 or 14. Yeah, what I want to do in the future, especially in the future, I want to, I'm not going to say AliExpress, but I think it's a good idea to buy rolls of black and red wires in also different kind of length and thickness, you know, that when you have something like a project like this, that you always have the correct wires, right? Pump, 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 pump. And here on this side I also do the same. On a thicker wire, mains power needs 4mm wire minimal. If you have an old power cord around you, harvest the wire from it. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. This wire is from the old CTC Prusa. From back those days, they were just attached directly to the mains or to the power supply unit. So every time when I have to do something with especially the black, brown and blue wire, the brown, blue and green, yellow wire, I always take from this cord. From this cord. This cord. I didn't say Discord. I wasn't there for a while, right? Did I miss anything? I'm so bad at this. Hey, Ludwig. I didn't like the caps. You didn't like the caps, huh? What? If you have an old power cord of a computer or so, rip it out of there. Oh, that's what I did. I just rip it out. Rip it, rip it. Or rip it, rip it. So, let's see if I have enough. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. So I'm going to put this one on the side. Ugh. I need to check if I have this casing with all the connectors. So I don't know if there are other countries that uses those, but these are the, I think, cheapest ones that you can get. Oh, so great this. Won't have the problem with more. Can anyone unblock me? Oh, it can happen that Streamlabs blocked you. Oh, the one with these don't solder it. Yeah, I recognize the name. So the wires on the inside are thin, but these are the ones that you also have for your power cord. So, yeah. So this is pretty thin. Yeah, I think timed out, yeah. So from here it goes to here. So currently 6 people watching. Thank you. So I have these. and see if they fit on there as well. Cool. Yeah, better to try it before sorry. So I'm going to use the colors that I have for the wires. So blue on the blue wire and red on the brown wire, I guess. I think when you have the right tools, you mean this wire? Yeah, these wires I got from the power cord that I just showed. It should be 18 or bigger. Yeah. I really need to have some decent wires. Yeah, I have so many different crimpers, and I don't think this is a great one. This is a crimper which came by a similar kit. So, can I use this wire or not? For mains, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. I know that in one of the videos from Thomas Sandlander, he mentioned that you can use these kind of audio wires to do that. Uh, Then I need to see to press harder to use this. Yeah, but I don't know what you mean with PC cable, but I would guess the wires that are in the inside of a computer. What do you mean this kind of wire? Just also asking my viewers. But I think these are the same as the ones there, so and I need to crimp it like that so that it will hold firmly. De stroomkabel van de computer. Yeah, I know what you mean. This one goes well. Yeah, but this wire is exactly the same one that I have on all of my 3D printers, but this one didn't have this D plug on the other side. Yeah. Yard needs attentions. Laters. So I can also cut into another wire, but I think I will see exactly the same kind of thing. And I pressed a little bit harder, and there is no play in it, so I need to press harder. On the individual wires, Jerry! Our good old Jerry, how are you doing, sir? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, this one is good to go. So, and then that one goes there on top of it. So, wee. So, is where I crimp on. What is C the is where I crimp? What? Better press in the middle? You mean here? I think of that bad text as a connector. What? Yeah, like mentioned, these crimpers come with a box of some basic connectors. I think Anna knows these ones. You can buy them in a local hardware store. But I know in the US you have a lot of more choices. Clearly on the connector? But somebody asked me to look for text on a wire. V03V, no, 803VV minus 7 3C times 0.75 millimeters squared. So I'm going to show you the text on the wire. So I'm going to show it like right here, boom, and nobody can read it. Or maybe you can. Of course you can't. Mouse, where art thou? Oh! Hurt. as long as if it feels solid, it should be fine. I know I go through many connectors when I use my cheap crimpers that are just like those, but I don't do it enough to buy a better. Yeah, I think, and I totally agree with you, kid. When you start with something to try out, better go for the cheap material, and then if you like it and you have some experience with it, then you are going to buy the more professional tools. I would do that too. So I'm looking here on the bag, and here it says that my wires, the one that I bought for this, are 0.81 millimeters square. These are 0.75 millimeters squared. So are these smaller? Yeah, okay, cool. So, whee. Sorry. You know, I like some humor. In a few weeks, you will see the same connector, but then those very thick wires. Is that great enough? Hey Zach, why is your printer so heavy in the backside? I did some cable management. I did a cable thing, you know. This one I need, but then a bit longer to my power supply unit, so that one I don't need to do. And then I take the brown wire. Look. So. The feet of the printer are ready. So for these, I take the red ones, so I know which one belongs to which one, because this kit, Anna knows, and maybe some other Dutch people who watch this knows this as well. These are for cars, you know. You okay. So that side is also done. We are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. You know, if I have the correct wires, I can do this the whole day. Some nice music on. Give me a crimper tool and I'm signing for the rest of the day. One, two, and then in the middle, then here. So at least you're not doing Molex scrimps with an official Molex scrimper that costs 400. We like to party. We like to party. So, brown, brown, to brown. Dat is precies wat ik zeg, jongen. Kijk hier. This is looking fine. And how thicker the cable is, the more power it can go through. So this is okay. 18 AWG would be 1.02 millimeters. Higher is thinner. What? Cable should be at least 0.75 millimeters square, AWG 18 or thicker, depending on your regulations. What I saw that when you get 16 or 14, that those wires are getting thicker. But you know, thicker the better. The bottom line. So that part we have done. Attach 250 millimeter of wire. So 250 millimeters of wire. Hoeveel lang is dit, jongen? So the inlet holder is at 78%. Whoop. So I'm going to grab something to drink again. Whoop. Ba, ba, bum, bum, bum. Ba, ba, da. So to add some water to the reservoir. So now I'm back again. So 250 millimeters of wire. So and this is quite easy because so I will take at least 30. Better safe than sorry. Four people, 3 people watching. Yeah. Because I printed on 2 different printers, it's easier, you know. Yeah, yes. Oh, like that. Higher numbers. Yeah, yeah. I see, I see, I see. I think I broke this. I don't know what happened, but something got stuck because it's not running smooth. Oh my gosh. So I need to go to the shop and buy a new one. Because I think something got in between when it was still in there. So that means tomorrow I need to buy a new one. So, and the last one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, waarom? So, %83%. Yeah, Prism Mini is fast, but I took also the 0.2 millimeter fast. Speed, no, speed. It's called speed. I always am very careful with cutting the wire. So, we take the brown one. Um, Instructions time. So here you have the mains inlet, and on the other side you have this weird thing. I don't know where it is for, but we will find out somewhere soon. And the front feet, I hope I see them. The front feet are looking equally, so I don't think it's different here. Ooh. We are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Yeah. Once it is crimped, it's not easy to crimp a second time on another place, you know. It's weird. So on the other side, shall we add there a connector as well, so that's easier to attach it to the main board? What do you guys think? Well, Zach, it's your build. You have to decide. 250. No, because the feet on the back side of the 0.0 are different, because in the Voron build kit, no, Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going for safe. You heard that? I'm going for safe, son. I'm going for safe. Because I got this crazy halo kind of thing. I don't know what it exactly is. So this is for the power supply. Shove it right underneath. I can test fit it here. Tight fit, but it will fit. Tight fit, but it will fit. Tight fit, but it will fit. It's just like rhyming, you know? Just try it out. Oh, oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. So that was wire 1. Ta-da. Now we are going to do wire 2. Now I want to have an equal length. Hey, see you later, Anna. Thank you for, being here. So, this is nice. Here we are going to do the same. Ah, bon appetit, monsieur. Are you going to eat a little slice of pizza? Cool. We had some fries with some sliced, nee, how's it called? Here in Dutch we call it frikandel, but it's basically a oh, do I have smaller ones as well? Ja? Ja, dat kan. Huh? Ja, dat kan. Ik ga zo kijken, Danielle. Eén moment. Eén moment. So I need to check something. Daan, ik heb hier staan van 11:30 tot en met 1 uur. Dus wat ik dus, dat ik straks ook al zei, 11:30. Kwart voor 12? Oké. Half moet... So... Oh, I take a blue one and a red one. Makes sense. As long if we follow the wires, right? Yeah. Are 2 people watching? Oh. We are just 2.5 hours in the live stream. So, something like that. Good night. Love you, honey. Ik ook voor jou. Ja. Probeer je in ieder geval niet wakker te maken. Oh, no fam. You're still there. How was your school yesterday? Oh, we have to play with heated inserts a little bit later. So that's also going to be cool. So there I need to have this one. Oh. So, cool. So it's Kit and non-fam watching. Nice. So we take the power inlet like this. So we take the ground wire, something like this. Oh, it starts to look like something. Then we get the brown wire, golden brown. Oh, oh my gosh. That one. Woo. And there we go. It was a bit complicated. We are starting to work on a design project. It's a top secret. You can always shout here, you know. I mean, just water with some ice cube. Nice. So far, so good. Yeah, or maybe not, of course. So far the poll, I did ask about the so I asked if this channel starts a membership, you know, the perks like Joel has or some other bigger channels has, is it too early to do that or not? 85% of the 12 votes says yes. So basically a lot of people, or at least 7 people said that it is too early to start with channel membership. Okay. There are 4 people watching. Hey, Max, how are you doing? You're doing some work but listening. This was a thing today. Hey Max, welcome to the live stream. I was watching the poll for starting a channel membership. The plans, or the idea behind this is do something special for the channel members. I do have a Patreon. I have 3 patrons, but it's easier to. I think it's easier to share things. Do also some special streams, something like that. I don't know. It was an idea that I have. I have also some cool names for it. One of them is the PLA filament. That's the basic channel membership. It's like $2.99, something like that. Then we have a PET G filament. That's a second tier. That would mean a little more extras, and also another tier is like 20 euros, something like that. I'm not sure anymore. It's a polycarbonate filament. So all of these perks have a different kind of name, especially when it is harder to print. than the, yeah, especially nylon. I paid 75 euros for a spool of nylon for making a video for the CR200B, printing nylon with it. But the problem is, the printer is limited to 240, 245 degrees Celsius, and I cannot do that because nylon needs at least 260 degrees or higher. So, and also, by the way, if I want to print nylon with this printer, the temperature needs to be hot enough constantly. So yeah. Oh no, for me it's, yeah, 58%. So that won't mean from the 12 people who voted, 6 is 50%. So 7 people. If you upgrade the heat break, you can go. But the thing is, on the CR200B, you cannot change the firmware, or else I would have already done a video about installing a BL Touch. But reality is so into the non-open firmware. Yeah, I was thinking about to upgrade the printer, but I'm not going to buy a all metal hot end, you know, making sure that I can print higher temperatures with it if I'm not able to change it in the firmware. Because if you are not able to change it in the firmware, yeah, you have a fancy hot end, but there's this maximum still. There's that recent Creality conveyor belt printer. You can print really long models. Would be cool to print. Yeah, but the thing is, Max, nylon is a very hard material to print with it. I don't mean hard like in hard as the surface, but you need to make sure that the filament is for the whole path from the filament spool. It needs to be in a food dehydrator and then going with a PDFA tube into your enclosed 3D printer with a temperature between the 265 to 275 degrees Celsius in order to print it nicely. Nylon is not one of the nicer filaments to print with, but if you are able to knock it off on one of an enclosed printer like the CR200B, that would be awesome. I mean, I think the printer's ready, because I was talking because I'm waiting. Looks like you are waiting for something. Yeah. Yeah. Because the cool thing is, Carl Fenton, he has a CR200B. He can agree that the CR200B print ABS nicely. I'm going to show you this. Oh, cool. We can go out. This CR200B, it's amazing printing ABS. I don't want to say, or don't want to brag about it. I don't want to go printing very large things. But for example, these feet for for the Voron. These are printed in ABS in this enclosed 3D printer. Temperature 240 degrees. Bed temperature is 100 degrees, because it's not going above the 110 degrees. So 100 degrees, 90% are pretty high. So this is printed ABS in this machine. I printed more parts. Also the PET G carbon fiber filaments. I printed this with it on the Prusa Mini. It's decent. A few hairs, but it's strong. Printed nicely. So if I can knock it off with the CR200B, I have some ideas to do, but it involves taking a huge risk. And that would mean a risk to damage a board. That's always the thing. If you are upgrading your machine with buying some materials, some boards, some other things. In my case, I'm thinking about it to buy a big 3Tech board, or ask big 3Tech to send me one of their better boards in order to get my CR200B working on, with that board. Maybe also the Ender 6, because the firmware is very locked up. I cannot change anything in the firmware of both of the machines. So printing nylon on a CR200, the CR30, the belt printer, that would also be very nice to do. But since it is an open 3D printer, I don't know. Non-fam, are you familiar with nylon printing on a belt printer? Is it for you familiar? I know that some machines like the Race 3D E2 prints a lot of difficult material way easier, so that's great. But what is your experience with nylon and printing on an open FDM printer? Oh yeah. But for now, having a printer that I can print ABS parts with it very easily, that's awesome. Wait, I need to do something first. The printer is getting heavier, I can tell you that already. If I grab this thing, you know what time it is, right? It's dinner time. Alright. I mean, it's not shiny, but sorry, I have to switch over. Where's my mouse? Hey, Fräulein, where is my mouse? Okay, here. Yeah, sorry, I never printed nylon parts. Oh, that's cool. So, look at this. This is PET G carbon fiber, and it looks amazing. This is, I mean, really, don't look on the inside. It's nice. In theory, it would be possible, but very frustrating. Yeah, and costly as well, because the nylon that I bought was for 750 grams, 75 euros. And I said to Jean, a friend of mine that is also in 3D printing, proper printing. Oh, wait, jeez. I'm suddenly blown away from all that logic. I'm going to have to set up to do that if I wanted to 0.0. Now, Max, I mean, it's a very nice experience building a Voron 0.1. Get the parts for the 0.1. Read the instructions of the 0.1, because I started with buying the stuff for the 0.0 and I read the instructions for the 0.1. So yeah, here we are. So heated insert time. I took this one. This is a soldering iron, runs on USB. It's charged. Hold this button. So the light is on. This is red. So I'm going to wait till this is heated up. Heated up. Okay. Yeah. Where I have this heated insert. Did somebody say? Did somebody ask how fast this soldering iron is? It's already good to go. If you don't believe me, here. Here, check. Heated insert. Check this. Bang! There it is. I like this soldering iron. This one has here a little I don't know if this is better. There's a little edge. And I put the heated insert. I put in there and then hold it there, and it's nice. Done. And out. And this one has also a an auto off. This is amazing. To the question, did I ever solder it with it? No, I didn't. Where do you live? 3D RCNC, where do you live? Hey Carl, welcome back to the live stream. Yeah, I was also talking very positive about the CR20B, but you know me. I also wanted to print nylon on this machine, but the thing is, I cannot change the firmware, and because I cannot reach the temperature of 270 degrees, 265, it's nearly impossible. I have a filament dryer. I have a lot of PTFE tube laying around to attach the filament dryer to my printer, but I cannot change the firmware. Sweden, sweet. You know, the shop where I bought them, these are 15 euros. So it's pretty cheap. It's USB. It's portable. You charge it. There's an auto off. And no, not when the battery dies, then it's also off as well. But if you don't use it for a certain amount of time, it's also out. So I need to start my own talk show, something. I talk so much. It's called You're going beside me. Dude, that thing is getting heavy. I can tell you that. So, oh. Yeah, and especially it's a portable wireless soldering iron. But I use this one especially for heated inserts. When I'm going to have my attic, my YouTube workspace, I'm also going to make a special place where I can put this soldering and electronic stuff, so that for the next time that I don't have to look for my for all my soldering stuff, like those little metal shavings, the flux, everything that you need there. I need to see how I'm going to do this. Because I cannot flip the printer upside down because this is in the way. Duh. So on this side, underneath, I need to put the so here I need to put the okay. Ooh. So first let me change the feet. Okay, cool. Sweden. Can you? I'm thinking about it. It's a firm, F-A-R-M, firm. It's it is that. I'll put a link in the in the chat soon. Yeah, tight is tight. Okay. I've seen a lot of change boards on yeah, because that's the only thing that is the only thing I can think of to do. Changes for the big 3-tech SKR Mini E3 V2. Run it without changing the firmware and see what happens. If it runs without, well, printing a calibration cube, printing a Benchy with it with the standard and the 3 software, see what happens. If it doesn't die on you, then you're good to go, and then you can make some even more changes. Because that is what we like to do. Be careful, because here are some nuts. By the way, these live streams are occurring more often as of late. Maybe I should come up with some stuff I want to learn. Boots, till next time. By the way, I never really know the nozzle casing. You mean from the Voron? You mean that one? I would love to show you, because I can make easy videos how I build it and then go on. But then what's the fun about it? So originally I printed the parts for a standard Voron, but I didn't come to the holy fuck. I can just attach them here without also those changing. No way. So that means that I need to reprint those as well? Damn it. Fucking cock, sorry. Fucking morons. Okay, so I need to print also the front feet as well. Luckily enough, I have a fast printer. But I also noticed that I do need to change the, those other things that go in between. So if you ever are going to buy the Voron V0.1, make sure to have all of the materials and start with the build, because eventually when they are going to change it over time, then you're fucked. Sorry. Did I say out loud? Sorry. It's just annoying to see that the grid underneath, that it is printed for the old version but not the new version. So we have this little indent here. I'm going to switch over. So we have this part. So it's mounted on this side to the underside. And then you have the feet on the back, and then it's, how the heck? So I'm going to show you, because I have both sides so that you can see how weird this looks. I'm going to flip it on its side. I mean, okay. So, I hope you can all see this side. So, this is the old one. This is the new one. This one. So, they made some changes from the 0.0 and the 0.1. Not big changes, but in some ways costly changes, because if you not stepped in at the right moment, you need to make sure that the one that you want to build and stick with it to get it working. I also tried it as well, but now this is PETG filament of 50 euros. It's with carbon fiber in it, so it's stronger than normal PETG filament, but okay. So the front one is the old version, and so here are the screw holes, and it's going to be attached right here. So as you can see, if I hold this against it, you will see that the feet will, oh wait, no. So this is the small feet, this is the old version, this is the new version. You can see that there's a high difference. I think it's also because of to be able to put this thing in there in between, and also on the front side a little LCD screen in order to let the printer run standalone. So if I attach it here, you will see that it is nice and flush, and if I hold this one against it to check the height, this is just on the ground as well, or on the table. The other side, so this is going to be attached right here, maybe glued, something like that. So if I'm going to use this, I certainly need to, okay, so I leave this part away. So as you notice, if I want to squeeze it in between, it doesn't fit. Just a millimeter or two. So you see, I cannot push it in there. If I only use this one and I hold it against here, you will see that they have made some changes. So this one wiggles. Wiggle, wiggle. So this is how it should fit, you know? And it's nice and flush, and it slides over the whole side here. But this one ain't working, son. So it's, these were hard to print. So that's why I responded like that, because That's what yeah, indeed. That's what I thought. I mean, I thought they only changed it to be able to work with this bracket to, you know, screw it in there and further nothing special. But they also changed it in height. Actually, that printer looks pretty makeshift. I think you mean makeshift. Did you build it? Yeah, I did build it. I'm assuming this shoe is all. Yeah. So this is the Voron, and it is a community-based 3D printer. There are several engineers like Nero 3D and several others. I don't know who's in the whole team, and they come with a Voron 3D printer. They did make some upgrade kits for a 3D printer. The switchblade. It's a you know the name CoreXY. They made the switchblade to be a CoreXY. Instead of CoreXY, a CoreXZ, because the CoreXY system that you usually have on the horizontal plane, it now works on the vertical plane. So that means that it goes when it does an auto bed leveling, that whole sequence of leveling, it's going much more faster, because when the nozzle moves in the X and in the Z direction, it does it like it does on a CoreXY machine, but then vertically. So it's really nice to see. That is something they pulled off very nicely. So yeah, front. C, Ctrl V, and then arrange. You always want to make sure to do arrange. Oh, nobody sees it. So always make sure to when you copy it, to arrange it as well. Do an auto selection or an auto placement, so that always looks much better. Oh, you don't expect me to know anything. Oh yeah, but this is a community-based 3D printer made by some engineers, and it's called the Voron. It's a nice printer, and yeah, it's something you can harvest all the parts, and then if all parts are, you know, assembled, or no, if you have gathered all the parts needed, there's a bomb of material on the website of Voron, and then you can get all these materials by sourcing it yourself. There's also a possibility to go to LDO, for example, or Sharibo. There are several providers of Voron kits. They sell them for a respectable price, and the only thing you need to do is print all the parts. Make sure to have also the right building manual, and a lot of time, because this looks like a small printer, And I thought in the beginning, before I started with it, I thought, oh, this is an easy to build 3D printer. This is a small printer. But somebody later on said to me, this is one of the most difficult printers to build because it is smaller, and you always need to take attention to it, because most of the things that I forgot is to put the nuts into these slots. Sometimes you need to have 2 or 3 or 4. You always need to make sure to count them. And like happens when you are exchanging the feed, you always need to make sure that the nuts are not getting out, because it's the only thing that holds it. That holds it in place. So those two are going to be sliced. Yeah, and some. So now I need to get my SD card. Which Prusa slicer version do you have? Because I have the 2.3. And I have heard that there is a great one coming as well, so I'm very looking forward to it. One of the things that I'm going to do tomorrow, besides working on the attic, I really would like to lay on the sofa after a long bath, laying on the sofa, put the PlayStation on and play GTA Online. Oh, the 2.3.2. How you do that? Just a moment. I'm going to slide these two onto the. Oh my gosh! I really need to go to bed pretty soon. By the way, if you are using Prusa slicer, I choose for it to have the time. Oh, wait, this is not needed. That's great. So you always have the time stamp and which kind of profile it is, and also some temperatures. So that's great. Save. So now I can eject this one. It's saved. One time I did try to store it on the SD card, but at that moment the slicing was still busy and I didn't have any time. Ejecting failed. Oh my gosh. So, export. I'm going to export it again. Replace. 1 AM now. How long will you stream for? Might not able to watch all the way. Well, my friend, I'm going to end the live stream in a few minutes, so don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. So scandalous, ding ding. Settings. Temp. So, aren't we all? Oh, I'm above falling asleep. Yeah, it's okay. I'm going to end the live stream within a few minutes. So I'm going to attach the socket holder, and then I'm going to end this. Oh, wait. Somebody asked something. How to scale it? Well, this is move, and this is scaling. And how do you do that? Well, you don't need. You can use this one to scale it. You can use that, but you can also use it here, something like that. That also works very fine. How tired are you? You wake up early today. 7 o'clock a.m. this morning. So heated insert, 2 and 3 times 8 bolt head cap screws. Bolt head scrap, bolt head scrap, bolt. I have those here. No. No. Where is my... So, and 3 times 8. And for the side also. Cool. So I hope it will fit. It was a nice stream, thank you. You were friendlier than I remember. Was I that harsh last time? You were in the live stream yesterday as well, right? You were in the live stream yesterday as well, I think. Yeah, and it's also, by the way, it's Friday, so I'm always very happy. If you're happy, you know it can be happy. So I really need to make sure to have it the right way. So now I'm going to twist the printer, but it's going to be very challenging to install it like that. So I'm going to do it like this. And I ask myself why you because the thing is, and the most challenging part is going to happen. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that is great. Oh, that is great. Oh, that is great. Great, 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 great. But I have a challenge here. No, 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 no. Pretty sure it was. Oh. I'm always trying to be as friendly as possible. But have a good night and see you some other time. Or until the next one. Yeah, that one is bigger. It's the most wonderful time. Okay, so, but now the thing is, I need to have an Allen key that will fit. Fluffs. So 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 that is done. Now I need to get another right Allen screw. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I forget that. So now I have to loosen the other two. So that is nice and flush. Because if there is one thing that I don't like, is things that are not looking nice. I don't know about you, Ludwig, but I hope I pronounce your name correctly. And look at this. And now, this is the moment. We are going to install this little sucker. Oh my. It fits. And that satisfying click. Ah. I'm sorry. I'm in 7 heaven. So that part is also done. Wiring. Always pay good attention to the wiring, my people. So, brown, blue, yellow. So what I do, I make a little round in it, so the wire will keep itself. Something like that. So that part of the wiring is done. Mains wiring continued. This completed the mains wiring on the Voron on a V0.1 point. A guard cover will be installed in a later step. Ensure the wires with cable clips. Secure. The bed heater is powered by the DC voltage. Grounding the print bed should not be required. Observe your local regulations in regard to grounding frame or other components. Yeah, but basically, if you hook this metal, there are several screws that you can use, and just, you know, make a little part of the frame free and put there a little connector to your ground. Yeah. Where is the tape? Yeah, secure it with zip ties. Yeah, I use duct tape. So, yeah, people, I use some duct tape to do this. I'm a guy, I just do this. Okay, further. So here it's the cable cross section. Cables to the controller boards should be 1 millimeter squared, ABD 18 or larger. 0.5 millimeters squared AWG AWG20 is sufficient to connect to the Pi. So we can do this. Yeah, and basically it holds the wires to the plate so that it doesn't hang, because in this stage you don't want to have it hanging around. Looks nice. I can also do the connectors for the DC to everything here, but I think I will do that for another time. At this moment, I'm waiting for the front feet to be finished, and I'm going to grab a beer and I'm going to call it the day. Because at the other end, I'm also watching YouTube videos from other people. My favorite YouTube channels are NSF, NASA Spaceflight.com. It's about SpaceX, not the space from my ex, but the space agency. I think every Voron has its own personality. Don't you think that as well? So this is all empty. I make some empty boxes now. And now I need to see where I put this little This was, by the way, the tool drawer from the BQBX. The cool thing is what they did was, yeah, BQBX, they provided a 2020 extrusion drawer to put all of their tools inside. Very neat. Not a special thing in the design, but you know, taking also stuff from the community to be able to, you know, use. That's a good thing. It's a really cool thing. The printer is more and more getting ready. Yeah, I cannot compete with somebody who designed the printer and built it in a live stream within a few hours. That ain't me, son. Get the biggest time saver of the for LDO. They use wiring harnesses. Well, I don't mind if LDO says here, Zachary, here you have a Voron 0.1 kit. I don't mind. This kit, I mean, the kit 0.0 was at AliExpress 350 euros, something like that. Now, the new version, the 0.1, it's pretty expensive, 400, 500 euros. AliExpress. I mean, serious. I mean, serious. AliExpress. Where are we talking about? Yeah, the thing is, I noticed that I also still need to see what I do with the covers, the top cover, that is, because the ones that I have are too small. The wind is in the air. La, 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 la. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Rising component cost due to demand and supply. Yeah, I think within the company that I work for that we have the same issue, because it's so hard to get certain materials. Sometimes I'm almost thinking that I will lose my job because I don't do anything effective to help with that. Yeah, what can I do? What can I change? So this tape is going inside because I don't want to look for it. Nice screw. So I know that these things need to be reprinted as well. I'm also still looking for a display that I can put underneath it, because even though I have a Raspberry Pi, I want to be able to operate the printer by the screen itself or directly to the printer. So, so let's wrap up this live stream. We started with crimping some wires. It took a little bit longer because I really wanted to make sure to have the right wires. Eventually, I took the power plug wire. I had several laying around, and one of them I can use for this. Thanks to the community as well, mentioning it. Yeah, everything is now connected, or at least from the power supply side. We also reprinted, or we printed something, we reprinted something, and something is still printing in order to follow along the instructions. If you are watching this live stream, or if you are re-watching this live stream, thank you. Please like this video, share this video with other people and on social media if you would like. Nothing obligated, and I will see you next time. Kit, thank you. Thank you well. Thank you well. Thank you very much. 3D RCNC. See ya in the next stream as well. And non-fam, Have a good evening. It's still not evening by you. It's late in the afternoon, I guess. LDUs are around 600. And the problem is, if you are ordering it for example, me, if I order it and I have to get it from out of Europe, I'm going to pay the top price. I mean, I like to talk, so if you don't mind. Those LDO motors on the Ender 6, I paid around the 120 euros for it. I also had a promo code from Pooch, very nice. That saved me a little bit money because I had to pay €31.50 for import fees. It's crazy. Hey, see you later. And yeah, let's make awesome things with 3D printing. Zachary 3D Prints. Bye-bye. Bye.